sports. Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, here in the Bluegrass State, where the hospitality flows freely. Home of the Kentucky Wildcats and the Big Blue Nation, ready for this collision today. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Ducks will kick this away to get us going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Well, this quarterback and this receiver are a matchup that's tough for any defense to match up with. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I got to start thinking about cheating a safety over against this guy to slow him down and not allow him to have such a big day.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Who makes the grab? They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
325.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Oh, great chance at an interception. Could not hold on in the end zone. Set up a third down call.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in to keep it.
And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to fair catch this. listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll test the right side here. Fights off a defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Oregon. Strong game by this quarterback.
Touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after.
Number 0 with the carry.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3.
Good.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Oregon 7, Kentucky 3.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Snags the quick throw. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
A second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Now the 40, past the 20. Steps out of bounds after an enormous gain, but there is a penalty marker on the field. This one may be coming back. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the Ducks pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
At the 14-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
That's the spin move. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him, but it's a first down. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 7, Kentucky 3.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Ducks looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, they slow the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. They go with a direct snap. An effective play, good for a 1st down at the 35. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Spins away from defenders. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Makes the grab. It's strong. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looking right, this one caught. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. There's contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Give it to the back again. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll bring it out from his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. As the flea flicker executed perfectly, we're seeing more and more of this in college football, Kurt.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense, in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff. It allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive.
Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to... It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to launch it deep again. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's going to take another shot right here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Running out of time in the pocket. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Oregon 21, Kentucky 10.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Quick throw to his receiver. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Bringing pressure. It's an out route. The catch made. So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Crosses the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is blocked down. Gets it started on the next drive.
Kentucky Wildcats will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
High completion makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And he throws his third interception of the day. Physical running, fights off the defender. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Oregon. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down, looking to throw it. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here we go.
Keeping it on the ground here. Finding space at the 20. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
Solid tackle able to get him down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal.
Get set. Bang. Razor, razor.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. The ball is loose. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling.
On the
And
double.
the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away.
29 Philly.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. It becomes a 4th down now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop?
Let's go.
Touchdown, Ducks. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go, uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's a quick grab. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Fire.
You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown. You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 42, Kentucky 10.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's a draw play. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, break. 42, spot, go!
And he's got it again. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
He'll hand it off. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
The extra point.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
52, Kentucky 10.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pressure is coming. Using his legs on the scramble. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the 1st down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pitch to the back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Rifles this football to the left. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Gets into space at the 5th. Tremendous toughness here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Cricket.
And a handoff as they run the counter play. And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
He's tackled.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Ready up.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Jackrabbit. Ready, go.
And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Green 25.
Same tailback, another carry. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down day.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.